What's up, YouTube, and welcome to Modern Fusion TV. Guys, don't forget to drop a like on this video, leave your comments down below, and also please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to grow this page, babe. We got awesome things coming. Guys, in today's video we have a young lady, a single mom, giving advice to other single mom, telling them that they need to respect their kids. Let's get into the video, see exactly what she's talking about. Let's get it, baby.
Come, let us talk. Guys, stop introducing every single man you meet to your kids. I feel like it's disrespectful. Like every time you start talking to a new guy, you are bringing them home to introduce them to your children. Why? Why? Like, you need to respect your kids. I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, you need to respect your kids. I know you birthed them, but you still have to respect them. Because these men, they're gonna come and go. And even if they eventually stay, at least make sure you do it the proper way. Not like you meet them today and, oh, come and meet my kids. And then your kids are next door and the man is next door, you know, opening your legs. Single moms, I know sometimes it could be hard, we could be lonely, but that does not mean you bring everybody home. Stop. Stop.
I mean, she's absolutely right, guys. You know, ladies, if you're one of those ladies that you know, single and have kids by different men, you cannot bring men around your kids. You know, if the relationship is not meaningful, you know, this is not healthy for the kids' well-being. Introducing to different guys all the time. Kids need stability. Their mind is young and they're still growing. I mean, to me, that's just nasty to be, you know, bringing guys around your kids. Your kids is in one room, and then, like she said, you're in another room with your legs spread wide open, getting your butt smacked, getting your Virginia ripped, getting your cheeks bust, while your kids are being witness to this assault. Guys, single moms, be mindful of your kids, respect your kids, and therefore at some point in the future your kids will respect you. That's all I gotta say on that matter. I'm not a single mom. I have no idea what you guys go through searching for the next Pookie or Ray Ray or Chad, because a lot of you don't want a good man. You don't want to live in this hookup culture. Sneaky link. Good luck to you on your journey of finding your Mr. Simp.
Date crazy. Why would I want to marry someone or date someone who is constantly emotionally unpredictable? She's going to constantly be this tornado of problems each time you're trying to do something big, and you're going to realize, I can't start that company, I can't make those millions, I can't transform people's lives. Instead, find someone who's equally yoked. Find someone who shares your core values. Find someone that will back you up. And when you do, be so fucking awesome to her that all she wants to do is support you and be your one-woman pit crew.
Guys, it is very, very vital that you find someone that support your ideas, support your dreams. Someone that's want to grow and build with you. Because if you someone that's want to grow and invest and build, and the other person is the opposite, it is never gonna work. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Look what she did to my car, man. Look what this bitch did to my car. I can't stand this bitch. Look what she did to my car. Look what this bitch did to my car. I can't stand this hoe. I can't stand this bitch.
Everything we think comes into existence. So only think things that you want to come into existence. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So you gotta protect your mind, and you gotta know it takes 3 minutes for your body to produce a hormone. Your thoughts produce chemicals. So you got a built-in CVS. You got a built-in pharmacy inside of your body. So when you think about something for 3 minutes or more, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great. You said it. What's the word? What's the word?
Dopamine.
Dopamine. Your body is gonna produce that naturally. 3 minutes or more with a thought that can activate that in your body. And then that chemical, that hormone becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So create the world you wanna live in, because you're creating the world that you're living in. So create the world that you wanna live in, because you're creating the world that you live in.
Best line I've ever heard in my life. Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually, you've been planted.
They want a man's money, but they don't want to share what they have with a man. Pain sometimes, that shows generosity. It shows you're not gluttonous, full of greed.
I mean, some people are just natural like that, you know? They just greedy. They want everything you have, but they refuse to share anything with you. But they will suck you dry of everything. They will let you know that they didn't go to college to support you, but at the same time, they will rip you off for every single thing you got. That's just the nature of some people.
Biggest step you'll ever take towards your future is the one away from your past. God been ready for you to take off, but you still sitting over here at baggage claim. You so afraid of letting go of what you familiar with that you don't even realize you delaying your own flight. There are some things that you gonna have to let go of. You sitting around looking at everybody else seeing their life take off, and you like, God, when is it gonna be my turn? And God is saying, I already cleared you for departure. You just can't bring that onto the plane. You have to understand, if God is saying something can't go, it's not because you're not good enough to have it. It's because you better off without it. The Bible says the Lord himself goes before you, meaning God has already been to the place that he's taking you to. So if God has already been there, he's well aware of what you'll need when you're there. You are delaying your departure by trying to overpack for a place that God has already prepared. Figuratively speaking, the shoes that helped you in one season may be the same shoes that hurt you in the next. And that doesn't make them bad shoes. It just means you've outgrown them. So you can't ask God to change your season if you're not willing to adjust to the weather. You can't expect God to give you private jet treatment if you're giving him economy behavior. A private jet only has so many seats. Not because the manufacturer forgot to include them, but because the manufacturer knew this wasn't made for everybody. That's the same way God designed your plane. He didn't make a seat for everybody and their mama. He put just enough seats for the people that he deemed necessary for your destiny, not for your decision. When you quit trying to decide what God needs to do, God will show you what he can do.
I've interviewed guys that have spent literally their life savings, just like die, like they haven't seen their kid in like a year and a half. And you can just see, it like fine, like it just wrecks them emotionally. You said you're a lawyer.
I am.
I'm sure you deal with this all the time then. But it's so sad. Like there are so many guys I've interviewed where I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if they committed suicide.
You've just gone through a breakup and it's the worst thing you've ever been through. Some of you lost your job and you thought that job was it. And so all of a sudden you're sitting there and you're thinking, man, I thought my life was together. Now it's in shambles at my feet. No, it's not. It's all right. A blade does not become strong until it's been through the fire several times. And this is just your first or second time through the fire. And there's a lot of hammer work that has to take place. And then you're going to have to go back in the forge again. And it's hot and it melts you down and you're uncomfortable. And then life is going to pull you out and it's going to put you on the anvil and it's going to hammer on you some more. And you're going to say, what? Am I done yet? No. You've got a lot more forge time left. You've got a lot more hammer blows left. And it takes time. Embrace the process. You say, Dwayne, what process? Life. Embrace the journey and the process of life.
I noticed a lot of quote unquote conservative women that were married that would dress super provocatively on the internet. And it was just a really interesting phenomenon because they would be screaming that they're conservative women. And I think, ladies, it's time to have a conversation. Over a certain age, it is inappropriate to dress like a young woman anymore. And not only is it inappropriate, it's actually sad. It looks it looks very pathetic when you have an older woman trying to pretend that she is young. over a certain age, you're supposed to move differently. You're supposed to have a sense of maturity and grace. But now we have older women cosplaying and dressing like they are young women. You are not young anymore. Over the age of roughly 25, it's time to cover up. It's time to dress more modest. When you get to a certain age, you are supposed to dress with a little bit more class and grace for men and for women.
I was in a relationship. I was miserable. I wasn't happy in a relationship. I would wake up and I just was not happy. And I told my parents this, and my dad walked up to me. He's all, son. I said, what's up, Dad? He goes, let me ask you something. I'm like, what's up? And he's all, when you're working a 9 to 5 and you don't like your job and you're depressed every day and they're not paying you enough and you're working your butt off and you don't see anything happening, would you leave that job? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, okay, so you can find a job immediately after you leave that job. I'm like, yeah, I'd find one in a heartbeat. Probably in a week, I'd sign up for a position. He goes, okay then. So if you're miserable in a relationship, you don't think there's a billion other people in this world that would love to have you and that can make you happier? And I just looked at him and I was like, damn. He's right. You can replace her with somebody better. You can replace her with somebody that's not going to stress you or cheat on you. And they know that they're good people. And I just looked at my father and I said, you're right. You're totally right. You don't have to be in that relationship because you love them and they're just not treating you right. You need to find a relationship. With a billion people in this world, you can find one relationship that could change your life. I had to learn it the hard way.
And have another video. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Leave your comments down below. Until next time, baby. Peace and love. Booyah! 304s. Woo!